So in 10 days' time, it will have been exactly 12 months since the first Gorilla Platoon result was produced, which is this one here, Tony. Probably still one of the best to the day. Absolute killer. That was 20 kg off in 16 weeks. This guy's an absolute machine and looks like Chuck Norris, so I'm not surprised. He taught the diet how to diet. But anyway, why I thought I'd make this video now is talk to you what it's truly like to get a transformation. Like, what does it actually take? What is going to be entailed to get there? Because for the most part, you know you should be in calorie deficit. For the most part, you know you should be resistance training, you know about cardio and steps. But why does not everyone get results like this? And if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tom Sergey, where I run the Gorilla Platoon, which is where we have an online physique transformation program. We get results like this each and every week, and then we just speak about those results online so you can take from them what you like and apply them to your own life. So I'm here to give you the secrets, or the Gorilla Platoon secrets, you could call it, so you could apply them to your own life. Now, what it truly takes to really transform your physique is you first need to halt yourself and understand that, listen, right, I am where I am in life right now because of my own doing. And to be fair, right now I'm looking out onto some nice sun and a decent pool view, so I'll take that on the chin. But all jokes aside, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, listen, I got to where I am right now because of my own doing. It's no one else's fault. It's not the fitness influencer that I've been listening to online's fault that I'm not in shape. It's not my missus' fault because she wanted to go out to dinner. It's not my boss's fault because he made me work late. It's not my sacred kids' fault because they wanted ice cream at the weekend. Don't blame your sweet, sweet kids, for goodness sake. It's all your doing. You are, more than likely, if you're watching this channel, you are the man in your own life that makes the decisions for yourself and for your family and for your work and for everything else. So ultimately, the accountability has to come with you. However, when you come to that realization and you have some humility and you be like, actually, yeah, you know what? Fine, it actually is my fault. I'm not from a war-torn country. I've not got a disability. I've not got anything drastic that's really not been my fault. It actually is my fault that I don't look the way I do. As soon as you get to that point, that ground zero point, you are now a free canvas. You now are very changeable at this point. And when you understand that, you're willing to let go of your current self. You're willing to look at yourself and be like, the actions I've taken, most importantly, the mindset I have thought has not got me to where I need to, so I must let go of it. The reason why most people don't get the shape they want to is not the diet plan, is not the training split, it's not the cardio plan or the fact they didn't sleep that well. It's because they're so blatantly arrogant that it's not their fault. That's why they can't change. They're so arrogant that the way they act and the way they put themselves out into the world and have told other people that's the way they act, because of that, it keeps the reins on them. They can't then go and change their identity because they don't want to be embarrassed when they try something. It's almost like, this is a great analogy. It's almost like you and your best friend, you go out on the piss and you're trying to pick up chicks. And you've not seen him for a while. And you, most of the time when you pick chicks up, you do this in private. So if you ever fuck it up, it doesn't matter. No one's going to know and going to laugh at you about it anyway. However, when you do this around someone else, you'll curve and you'll cap the way you approach this because you kind of won't want to be judged by your friend that you hold so dearly and so highly respectable to you. So you will almost then like not try shit and it'll be the other person's fault, or like, she wasn't that fit anyway, when realistically it was like, you were just scared to try your thing and have your identity and your image and ego crumble in front of you, in front of someone you like, which is fucking normal, by the way. Don't think you're a bad person because you want this. It's fucking normal. You just have to be a bit of a weird psychopath and quite comfortable with being like, fuck it, it's funny, innit? Funny. Didn't work, did it? Any tips? Need some advice, don't I? That's all right. When you get to that promised line, you're in a great space. And you will get to that promised line if you want to, that is. But like, this is what it's like for people when they're trying to get in shape. They'll be so proud of what they used to do and like how they do things that they won't be able to change themselves because they're so fucking proud. I've got friends like this where like they believe they know everything about everything. So when you try to tell them something, they won't listen because they're so fucking proud. And it's not that like you're correcting them on the thing. It's that you doing that damages their ego and their identity. And that's the reason why they won't change. That's the reason why people won't transform their physique. So going full circle, if you want to truly change your physique, you'll need to be okay with letting go of your identity, letting go of who you've been so far, and just listening to someone else and being accountable to someone else. Don't think I know everything. I have a coach as well. I've had a coach for like over probably not far off 18 months now. It's like October the year before. And I tell you now, I'm more than happy to outsource and to get someone else to give me a second opinion and a look on my physique, where I want to take it, how I should be running it, and most importantly, keeping me accountable. I'm not so arrogant to believe that if I coach a lot of people, it wouldn't be out the question that I should probably be getting coaching from somebody else, because it's a great thing. Now, the moment you let go of that, your physique will truly change. To be honest, and every credit to my coach, you probably heard of him, Ben Bray, very, very, very good, well-respectable guy. I honestly couldn't thank him enough for the progress I've made since I've been with him. But when I did go with him, my physique really developed, really developed over these last 18 months, probably more so than it ever has, because it got out of my own way. I moved my ego out of my own way and allowed myself to make the progress that someone knew I was capable of doing. Most of you are sat on a boatload of potential, but you're so fucking arrogant and you just stand on your own dick all the time that you're not able to change how you truly are. So that's the first point. You're going to want to get out your own way, move away from your ego, and be okay with understanding where you are and then where you need to get to. The next point of in order to get into a good physique is you want to be okay with the work that needs to be done. Like, as if to look at yourself in the third person and be like, yep, we're sat in this freezing cold water. Yep, this is cold water. Yeah, I'm not really enjoying this, but I know this is not going to last forever. Have you ever done an ice bath? The best way to do an ice bath if you hate, like, cold is to, like, sit there. Because when you're in an ice bath and the water's up to your neck, the way I, like, felt it, it's like your whole body's been cut off and you're just ahead and you're looking at your body almost as if your body is in third person. You're like, yep, I can imagine my body's quite cold right now. But because you have that perspective of it, you're not sat in your body like freezing cold thinking, when's this going to end? If you've got the when is this going to end attitude when you're trying to change your physique, you'll fall at some point. You'll sack it off at some point because you're trying to run a marathon race, always fishing for the finish line rather than just enjoying every mile, looking at your minute splits, beating the motherfucker that's hanging out next to you. That's the way you want to approach this. If you're always looking for the end, if you're always thinking, oh, when's this going to finish, you won't get there because it never finishes. Because it's not about you getting to 10% body fat. It's you're now living like an athlete. The analogy I always give with this is, let's say we divide this screen in half. You can see a person here and a person here. It's like a TV show of their life. It's like when you watch soaps and it's just got someone fucking around in their house in a soap opera building. Now, let's say we blur out both guys. So you can't physically see the size of the human. You can see the outline of him, but you can't see how he looks. You can't see if like what he actually looks like. But you can see roughly what he's doing. You can see he gets up. There's like the alarm clock in the corner's not been blurred out. It's 6 a.m. You can see he's like putting on some trainers. He's going out. He's walking around his neighborhood. He comes back in. He's made like steak and eggs. They're both eating the steak and eggs. They're doing some work. They're having some coffee. Now he's in the gym and he's training. And then he's doing his cardio. And then he's coming back. And then he's doing this and that and that. And then he's going to bed at 8 p.m. So you can see like this guy, both of them, they're living that athlete lifestyle. But if I peel back the blurs from both of them, and one of them's 30% body fat, and one of them is an actual like sponsored Nike athlete, you'd be like, oh, this is the athlete, this is just some fat guy. No. The athlete is not a person. The athlete is a lifestyle. So you must understand that in order to get a physique like this, you now want to transform from who you were, the person you were, party boy, whatever the fuck, to your athlete, like, character of you. Your archetype is now of an athlete. That's the way you must see yourself. Because all these guys here, they are athletes. Or they at least look like athletes in the after photo, right? So the way you're truly going to be able to transform your physique, what it truly takes is not only letting go of your current identity, but now being open to turn into the athlete version of you. The 2.0 version of you. I call it athlete because you understand what an athlete, like, does, lives. They live and breathe it. Like, if you look at boxers at the highest level, they just live and breathe the sport of boxing. They sleep fucking loads, they train loads, they eat well, they're running. And then, full enough, their mindset's in a good space as well. They just live and breathe that sport. I say athlete because you understand what athlete means. What I'm really getting at is being the 2.0 version of you. Like, how would the 2.0 version of you be around his family? Well, if he was the better version of you, would he be happier to be around? Yes. Would his family like him? Yeah, but they probably would do. If you were the 2.0 version of you, the better character of you, how would your boss and your colleagues see you? Probably better. Therefore, you would rise up the chain higher. Weirdly enough, when you look after yourself first, everyone else around you benefits, and then you benefit twice again because they treat you different because you are a different person. So the moment you can start to act like the 2.0 version of you, the athlete version of you, your whole life will change. And funnily enough, the six-pack will just come to you because you've been the guy that's attracted the six-pack. We say, like, attract things. Like, you can attract a six-pack. You can attract it and it'll appear on your body. A good analogy to look at like this. The six-pack is a butterfly and your body is a garden. So you want to create your garden. You want to move any weeds out of your garden. I've said many times on this channel, like, most of you have weeds inside your own brain, and that's why you don't get to where you want to. And the analogy I use with this is, in fact, let's just jump out and escape and draw this for you. Let's just clear some of these fucking other analogies we've had in the past. So, this is how people's brains look. If we have the garden gate here, obviously they all look like this. We have you over here with your fucking piss tank. Okay, so this is the garden. The garden denotes your brain. Here's the barriers for our garden. Now, imagine you want to get out the gate and you want to go and try and see what else is out there. A lot of you can't. Oh, no. The goal is to just get out and walk out the gate. That's the only task today, is to get out of your garden and walk to the gate. The problem is, most of you can't do that because your garden looks like this. It's full of... Oh, I've drawn all over my fucking hell. Your garden looks like this. It's full of weeds. You can't even see the fucking gate. There's that many weeds in the way. And because of this, instead of walking to the gate, you're distracted by all of these weeds. This is social media. This is fast food. This is what so-and-so is saying to do. This is what fucking Love Island celebrities are telling you to do. This is what the fucking Prime Minister's telling you to do. This is what the news is telling you to do. Your brain is filled of weeds. And because your brain is filled of weeds, you don't know what direction you should be going in. You've consumed too much for too long. You're too impressionable. You're being pulled in so many different directions. Your fucking arms are going to pull off this way, your legs this way, and your fucking cock's going to come from back behind you. And you just don't know where to act and head anymore. The reason this now happens is for longest of time, you've let your brain be filled of weeds. If your brain is full of weeds, you're not going to be able to become the athlete version of you because you can't even see how to get there because you can't even see the fucking gate to walk through. So you must declunk your brain full of weeds. How do you do this? Well, when you want to get rid of weeds in your life, the quickest thing to do is to shut off all of the noise. So this is how I like to de-weed my life. I'll spend a time of 48 hours where I won't really go on my phone. I'll also clear my phone, so I'll remove any excess bullshit of messages of like anyone I'd be following on socials, any excess like dead notes and stuff in my notes page, any dead photos, and I'll clear all of that sort of stuff. I'll then clear my surrounding areas and make sure that has no clutter. It is bare. I work better with things when it's bare. And then I will also then get any thoughts out of my brain, and I'll just put them onto paper. I'll just pull out the thought onto the paper. And then once you've written down, you realise how stupid and retarded most of this thing is. Now, once you get rid of all of that, your garden again is a blank canvas. You can then attract the abs because it's now a garden that you want to create, a nice, beautiful garden. So you want to start planting flowers. What does that look like in the day-to-day, in the actual, like, what can we actually do with this? Planting flowers is you reading a book for 20 minutes. One book in one area of your life that you want to improve. Don't get this mixed up. I know I just said stop consuming. However, where you are right now is not where you want to be. So you are lacking some information in some area to get to where you need to. Pick one goal, one season of your life with one piece of knowledge to consume. For me, if I want to get better at nutrition, I've got a nutrition course from a well-respected brand. I will go and digest the nutrition, read only that, not get it from anywhere else, and I'll learn and apply it to clients to get results. That's what you're going to do in that one area of your life. The next thing you could then start to do is fix your routine. So this is your what time you're getting up, training, sleep, etc. Now you start to do this. The next thing you start to fix is the people in your life. Right, well, I don't want to be around this person, because they're fucking negative and they're bringing me down. Instead, I'm going to be of a attractive person with these things that I now do. I'm now learning this thing and my routine is this thing. Oh, cool. I'm going to make friends that are also in the same path. Cool. And we can then egg each other on. Perfect. Friends, tick. And what you're starting to do is create attractive physique, attractive way of thinking, attractive people in there, and your garden is now a place that butterflies would want to come and fucking lay shits all over it. Just kidding. But that is how you attract the abs, because you became the athlete, the 2.0 version of you. So in order to truly change your physique, you must first understand where you are and why it has not worked. You must then be okay with setting the new schedule and who you need to be, that you can then attract the six-pack as a result of being that athlete version of you. And that's truly what it takes to change your physique. It's nothing to do with the meal plan. The meal plan has worked for the longest period of time. It's not to do with the training split. All the training splits work, to be honest, for the first transformation process. The issue comes with the individual that can't stick to that over the longest period of time. So, if you found this video of value, great, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow.